I had to face the experience from 2019 once again. I flew a Robinson helicopter from the United States to Chile, and I want to share the story with you. This time, it was a Robinson 66. The journey was divided into two parts. The first part was the flight within the United States from Big Arm, Montana to Tucson, Arizona, while all the documentation was being prepared for the change of ownership. The second part was the flight from Arizona to Santiago, Chile, flying through 11 countries, covering over 7,000 nautical miles in a little over 75 flight hours. The helicopter is a Robinson R66 manufactured in 2015, with very few flight hours. As of July 2023, it had around 250 hours since new. It used to belong to a ranch owner who used it to survey his over 10,000 acres of land, allowing him to monitor his cattle, water extraction points, and all the fencing on the property. After receiving the helicopter, conducting the pre-flight check, and packing all my luggage, I started the first part of the journey. I needed to head south, aiming to reach Arizona in a couple of days, where the new Chilean owner would meet his latest acquisition. The helicopter, November 270 Lima Lima, was based in a town called Big Arm, very close to Flathead Lake in the state of Montana, in the northwest part of the United States. The first day, I flew from Big Arm to Ruby Valley Field, an airfield near the city of Twin Bridges, where I planned to refuel. However, the first mishap occurred. I am at Ruby Valley Airfield. There is a small FBO in here, but it's closed right now. It is 5:50 p.m. I'm at the self-service station, but there is a little problem. For some reason, the machine is not accepting any of my cards, credit or debit cards, so I couldn't complete the refueling. Right now, the helicopter has a little over half tank of fuel. That means I still have around 1 hour and 40 minutes of flight time left. I am planning to do a 1-hour flight to reach a city where I can spend the night and refuel the helicopter. This adventure has just begun. After this brief stop in Ruby Valley, I had no choice but to replan for the next suitable airfield. Unfortunately, given the time, I had to carefully decide where to stop, as I couldn't rely on self-service refueling. Therefore, the next airfield needed to be in a larger city, with transportation and a hotel available for an overnight stay. I took off from Ruby Valley, and on the way to the next point, I had the opportunity to fly over part of the famous Yellowstone National Park, which I had seen many times in documentaries. It truly did not disappoint. Montana is known as the Treasure State. It is a vast territory in the western United States, famous for its impressive natural beauty, home to many mountains, vast plains, crystal clear rivers, and national parks such as Yellowstone and Glacier. Montana offers a paradise for outdoor and wildlife enthusiasts. Its economy is based on agriculture, mining, and tourism, while its rich history is marked by the influence of indigenous people and the gold rush. Yellowstone National Park, spanning the states of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho, is an iconic natural treasure of the United States, covering an area of over 3,400 square miles. It is famous for its hydrothermal features, including the iconic Grand Prismatic Spring, as well as its diverse wildlife, which includes bears, bison, and wolves. Yellowstone also hosts the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, and numerous impressive lakes, rivers, and waterfalls. It is the world's first national park and one of the greatest natural wonders of North America. After flying over this impressive place, I continued my flight towards the city where I would spend the first night of this ferry trip outside of Montana. I am referring to Rexburg in the state of Idaho. Here I am. I just arrived in Rexburg, Madison County Airfield in the state of Idaho. There are several hangars in here, various aircraft on the ramp. I parked in front of a helicopter repair station where you can see these helicopter parking spots. It was a long day. Overflying Yellowstone National Park was quite an experience. I saw some super cool places along the way. It was tiring, although I only flew for 3 hours, which is not much. Now I have around 1/4 of fuel left. I will refuel tomorrow to continue flying south. I just got all my stuff off the helicopter. Now join me to put the helicopter's cover on.